Welcome to the HyperSKU YouTube channel. My name is Simon de Raad. I am working at HyperSKU and we're helping online sellers with their shipping and sourcing from China. We built this channel basically to help you to get a better understanding on the supply chain, from sourcing, fulfillment to the shipping. And yes, it's this time of the year, Chinese New Year. It's always a very big headache for online sellers with their supply from China. This video is to help you get prepared for Chinese New Year. If you like the video, subscribe, ring the bell so that you can follow us also in the future. We're going to share lots of information, and most of the information you will not find anywhere else. Back to Chinese New Year. It's this time of the year, also known as the Spring Festival. Beginning of the winter, start of the spring. Brings many issues, particularly on the supply. Many suppliers are closed. A lot of air freight costs are booming and warehouses have limited capacity. What's really happening during this period of time? And what will be the impact for you? That's what this video is all about. Chinese New Year is normally around January or February. It always changes every year because it's following the moon calendar. The moon calendar is not according to the Western calendar. That sounds maybe a little bit strange, but that makes it very difficult to plan your business, particularly for sourcing. The holiday is normally 1 week, so 7 days roughly, but the impact is much longer. Normally 2 to 4 weeks even. 1 month where there's no access to supply, no access to any warehouses, so you have to get prepared for this. And why is this such a big festival? You have to understand China is huge. Many people are now working in their hometown. They only have a chance to go once every year to go back to their family and friends and relatives. Once every year. And that's this period of time. That means that millions and millions of people are traveling, and to catch that train or to catch that flight or catch that bus, you need to prepare in advance. So people will be moving away from their factories, from their work, a few weeks before the festival even starts. And then, when the festival is finished, people will start coming back. And a lot of factories, they have difficulties recruiting the people to get the production started again. I still remember stories where people are recruiting people on the street. They have a bus with a big microphone on the roof announcing that they're looking for workers in a certain city nearby or even far away. It's always a challenge for factories to go back to work and be up to speed and restart the production. That has a big impact, particularly for dropshippers that have a very big diversity of products, or many different variants, or many different sizes when it comes to clothing, for example. This is something that you can prepare for. We have a few tips that we'll get back to you later. Before that, besides this lack of supply, air freight. Air freight cost is a big issue. You have to realize that the whole world is buying from China and they're shipping it by sea or by train or by air or now even by truck as well. There's not enough supply and much more demand. Everyone wants to get their goods for the summer in time to their warehouse, to their office overseas. Boats are overbooked, trains are overbooked, air freight is overbooked. So that means when there's more lack of supply, the prices go up. So air freight costs will go up until after Chinese New Year. That's a very important thing to remember. The third thing is warehouse capacity. Because people are starting to leave, that means that capacity also reduces. The number of orders they can handle per day definitely has an impact, will be slowly reduced. Of course, there's still service providers doing this and doing the picking and the packing like ourselves during the holiday period. The key point is that you still will have to have enough supply. So what will be our advice? What will be our advice during this period of time for online sellers, for dropshippers in general? We came up with 5, actually. The first one is, maybe the most convenient or most logical one, is to buy stock. Make a plan for at least 4 weeks. We advise 4 weeks. on the products that you think you're going to sell. So normally you will do your best sellers. You're not doing many testing during that period of time because simply you might not be able to scale, and also one might not be able to even send out these orders. So focus on your best movers. Second is reduce your ads. Reduce your advertising so that you get less traction. I know everyone wants to grow big, I fully understand it, but this is not the period to scale. It will cost you more than it will benefit. The third thing is to inform your customers. We are very passionate about being transparent, sharing what's really happening, and be transparent to your consumers, because if we share this information, you can help your customers much better. Share on your website. You don't have to mention that it's because of Chinese New Year, but you can mention because of huge demand, or because Corona or any other thing that's happening in the world. Mention that there might be a delay. So then you will get less questions and less complaints. The fourth thing is that you can put some products offline, or say sold out, so that you can focus on the products that have been selling really well. That's very important that you do that. And then the fifth thing is that we always advise everyone is to check with your supplier. In this case, with us or with any dropshipping supplier or supplier you're using, make sure you find out till what date can they accept an order, to what date are they still producing, and when will they be able to supply goods again. These are three important dates, and they all are very different answers. Make sure you ask the right question, because if you say from when do you have holiday, it doesn't mean that they will actually be producing before and after that period of time. That means they're closed. And if they want to get producing, they first need to prepare the material. They still need to get the packaging, the raw materials to be able to produce the product. This also is at least 2 weeks, and they have huge orders to handle already. Be sure to ask 3 questions. When is the last date you can accept an order? Till when do you close? And from when will you be back to work? And can I expect an outcome from the products? These 5 questions will help you, and these are the most common used dropshippers and online sellers tips and tricks for during this period of the year, during the Chinese New Year, the Spring Festival period of time. We at HyperSKU are also closed. We are closed for normally 1 week, exactly the Chinese New Year period, but our warehouse remains open for most of the time. I think only 3 days our warehouse is closed, early days of the holiday. Besides that, we're working, and we've optimized our system and automized our system so that everything keeps going. We'll be happy to help you and support you with your business during this period of time. Hope these tips have been useful for you. Subscribe to our channel, follow us, and hope to see you on the next one. Check out our channel because we have a lot of value. We have a video about how fulfillment works from A till Z. We also have an interview with leading logistic companies in the industry like Express and others. So check it out, hope it's useful, and see you on the next one.